Hey everybody. God, no video again. Why? I gotta figure this crap out before I start. Hold on. Let's try this button, this button. So I'm using the get this out of the way. Do I got sound? All right, good. Let me adjust this. How's everybody doing today? Okay, so I'm using the Olympus webcam software. So if it's looks a little weird than usual or a little bit lower quality, that's this is what you get with Olympus. And I have to use a separate mic because it doesn't feed audio. And for those of you that were not in the last live stream but are just joining now, I want to thank you again for all of the kind words on my last video of my dad's funeral. I appreciate that. And also about Robin Wong. He may have some good news. I was in touch with him on the last, after he made that video, I got in touch with him a few hours later, and things may have turned around so that he'll be able to continue making YouTube videos. So keep an eye on his channel for any news there. I think it's going to be good news for everyone. So I was really glad to hear that. And thought there was something else. But that's it. But anyway, the live stream today is am I on? Somebody let me know you can see and hear me okay, because I'm not sure. Let me look at this screen. Yeah, it says I'm live. Okay. Thank you, Roman. But yeah, so what I do basically is you guys submit your pictures to the links below. If you want to submit some for the next week's live stream, I can do that. But I usually try to post these live streams 24 hours before they begin, so you get a chance to upload your images for me to edit using Olympus Workspace. And I also usually put an image of my own that you can download and edit and send back and see how you did on one of my images. And I always try to pick images that are whatchamacallit, that are kind of interesting, right? That have some hope of getting a decent image out of. And I think the one I gave out yesterday with the taxi is one of those images. I saw one that I really liked. No spaceship today, Roman. Oh, why? Why is this freezing up? Hold on. Can you guys still hear me? Oh, crap. I'm sorry. Everything kind of froze up on my end. So I couldn't see if I was transmitting or not. I think we're okay now. All I did was push this button, and for yeah, that's the background, right? So I can push buttons and stuff. Okay, so let's get started with the edits, because man, there's a lot here today. This is I mean, there's only a handful of you guys here, like live in the stream, but so many images. And I really appreciate that. I have a lot of fun editing your images. And hopefully we learn a few things about Olympus Workspace, right? So you're gonna send a full spectrum photo. Oh, that'd be interesting. I'd love to try a full spectrum. I've never done one before. How do I get to the other screen? Trying to find my edit screen. This one? No. Yeah, this is it. I just got to get my head out of the way. Like this. Be a little bigger. I don't want to be invisible. Okay. Oh, all right. Let me straighten up my seat cushion and get ready. And my eyes are kind of, they're still a little bit messed up from crying for 2 days straight. So I might have to wipe my eyes a little bit. And plus my allergies, you know, compound that quite a bit. All right, set a timer to limit the stream length. No, I'll go as long as I can. If I get too tired, I'll just stop. It's okay. So are we seeing everything? Okay, let's start with the first one here. And again, these are not in any particular order. And I think Bob said you sent a JPEG image you wanted me not to edit. So if I come across that image, Bob, let me know. Yeah, some pizza would be awesome right now. Don't make me hungry before I start a stream, okay? I mean, I know I ate lunch before the last stream, but that was about 3 hours ago. Okay. Oh. All right, we have a little street photo here. And I'm going to scooch over so I can get a little bit more straight on view of this image. And I'll pull up the EXIF data. We have a GH2 +1 EV and 45mm focal length at ISO 160 f5.6. So yeah, these are all good settings. 1/160th of a second auto white balance. So if we look at this full screen, let's punch in and see lots of nice detail. Man, this is a nice lens. I like this. Wow, I like the shorts and the skirts. Very fashionable here. SOS Gelogtrup, whatever. I wish people would dress up more when they go out like this, you know? I mean, they're kind of casual, but they still look good. I mean, look at this guy with the hat and the glasses, and her with the glasses and the skirt, flowers. I mean, this is nice. Anyhow, what can we do with this image? We have some leading lines here, so let's look at the common, like, rules of composition, right? And we have some garbage over here I'm gonna cut out. I'm not sure about this bench. I like this structure here. Let's see, this is from Roman. Oh, hey Roman, you're here, right? Yeah, tack sharp, right? Really nice, Roman. Oh yeah, it's very sharp now that you cleaned your lens, yes. Because Roman sent one in a couple of weeks ago where it had smudges on it. But I don't see any spots anymore. You did a good job cleaning. Oh, the street lights. Yeah, those are street lights, aren't they? Those are neat. Yeah, 4x6. Yeah, I agree. Let's crop a little bit first. And I'm debating if I just want to get this couple right here, because this couple is really cool, right? I like them. Let me get into this. Let's do this. I'm thinking about leaving out those three there. Hot breath and microfiber cloth. Oh my God. I hear that's like the worst thing to do. I mean, it's what I do, but I hear it's not good for your lens to use your own breath. I'm thinking right in here. Let's see how they look front and center. Front and center is not working. Dang it. I'm gonna have to crop in this way. And I think that's, ooh, they're a little bit low in the frame. Maybe a little bit down more. I mean, the image is so sharp, I think we can get away with this. So let's add the sharpening back in. And, oh, that's actually a bit too much, isn't it? Maybe about there. And yeah, I could see ethanol being bad because it would rub off the coatings on the lens, right? I really want to go in tighter on this image. Like right there, God. I mean, you were at 45 millimeters already, so it's not like you could get really much closer without getting in their face, right? Not sure I like this crop quite right. Maybe right about there. Okay, that kind of works. Now let's work with the color. I'm gonna underexpose it a tiny bit. Is this a JPEG? Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to recover too much. I'm gonna just bring this down. And then we're gonna add the shadows back in using the tone curve. Because we are, yeah, right in here. Oh, oops, that was an accident. Hold on. There we go. The tones on her skin down here. Okay. And oh, I think that's about it. I feel like I can crop a little more off the top, actually. I think that kind of works. But I'm not getting the colors I want because it's just too bland up here. Maybe if I warm it up a little bit, let's see what happens. Just a tad. That helps. But I think maybe a black and white. Let me see what I can do here. Eh. The red should bring, yeah, that's too strong. Maybe a yellow. And some fake vignette. Just one more notch. All right, I think that'll do it. A little more contrast though. God, it's just so dull up here. I wish we could have had some clouds in here. You don't like the black and white? Levante? I mean, it can really go either way for me. I was okay with the black and white, but Let me look at the color again. No. I mean, the color's okay. If there was color here in the sky, like some blues, I would go full on color, but because this couple looks really good in color. But because everything's kind of bland up here, that's why I'm kind of going black and white, but I need to get more contrast here in the hills without messing up the couple. Let me try a little more contrast. Ah, it's not working either. What if I just crank the haze all the way? No. Oh, you know, I can pull it down. Where are these tones at? All the way up there? Are you serious? If I do that and then change this to an orange filter, I think I can bring, or let's bring it back to yellow. I don't want to sit here for 4 hours, I know, right? Okay, let's move on, but let's do a quick before and after. But yeah, I think the image is there with this couple. That's where all the action is. All of this is just too messy, the way these people intersect with everything. So this is where I went. All right, let's move on. Wow, nice long exposure. What did we get here? EM1 Mark III, 12 to 40 Pro, auto white balance, ISO 100, f11. 50 seconds. Wow, this is a really good exposure. I don't think I would have done any differently. That's a good exposure settings. And look at these people all blurred out. I like that. I kind of like this. So we got to dehaze though. Oh, another JPEG image here. All right. Let's dehaze some of this like so. Let's bring the exposure down. I'm going to bring the exposure down, then bring the shadows back up, because I'm trying to save the highlights here. So these shadows, they're all down in here. I'm going to put a pin here. Let me go there, and then we'll bring this. God, I jacked that up. Hold on. Man, I'm having a hard time with this exposure. I shouldn't have made it so dark. Try 1/3 of a stop. I really want to try to bring these out more. What is it? These are kind of a blue color. Maybe I can, let's try a little clarity first. Sometimes that helps. I think I might have to do it with the color wheel. Oops, let's do luminance. And some of the my intro sound is running. Is my sound okay? I don't see anything else on the sound here. Let me see if I can bring some of the yellows and greens back down. Yes, I might have to crop out all of this bright area after all. So, okay, sound is good. Okay, thanks. I mean, it kind of, the eye is just not leading up to this fall anymore. Let's do a square crop. Like so. Yeah, that works better. And I'm gonna bring, yeah, I just cropped out all the people. I can't get a decent crop out of this. And let me warm it up a bit. Let's try 6200. You know what I don't get is this is a raw image. I should be getting better recovery here of these highlights. Let me see if I can. These are blues. Maybe I have to brighten all the blues up. Pull some of these greens back down. Maybe just vignette it. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. Soft filter. And just pull the effect back a little bit. Yeah, I agree with you, Bob. Now let's do a little bit of contrast. All right, give that a second to render. And then we'll add some vignette. Nope, not there. All right, I think just need to be a little bit warmer. Let's go extreme 7000K. Yeah, all right, now let me crank up the reds. And I'm gonna bring these oranges back. Oh wait, that was luminance, not saturation. I didn't want these to be brighter. I want the saturation to be stronger. Dang, I did it again. Saturation. There we go. I think, there we go. We're almost there. Let me just go ahead and crank these all the way up. And what is this? This is kind of a yellow. Maybe I can shift these trees to be a little more yellow. Or maybe the blues. Let me shift the hue on the blues. All right, I think I'm done. These greens, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll leave the greens alone. Okay, let's do a before and after. So yeah, I think that looks better. I mean, I wish I could have kept all the people in, but this area is way too bright. It just wasn't going to happen, but this kind of works right here. A little more contrast maybe. I've already kind of cranked it up, but let me crank it up a little more saturation. And I'm going to pull the blacks in just a little bit. This way. Too much cyan, yeah. I see that now. Where's the cyan? Yeah, let's do that. All right, I think that's it. So let's let that render, but I think that looks really good. Give that a second. Yeah, I like it now. Okay, nice shot. I mean, the exposure was just about perfect. It's just a little challenging with the really bright areas. All right, here's one from Bob. Bob, you always send like these perfectly exposed images. Yeah, it was a great image, Agnes. It was really nice. Thanks, Nature. So we have the EM1 Mark II with the 14 to 54. That's a 4/3 lens. ISO 200, auto white balance, 1/320th, f11. Really? I don't like going too high on the f-stops unless I'm going for a starburst. But we have these lines going up to the tree, but it's not working for me. Always good detail though. Man, these 4/3 lenses are all really nice and sharp. Let me do a full screen. Give some thought here. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'm going to accentuate the yellows here. And the reds here, and there's not much red in this trunk. But we'll get this red against this yellow, and the blue I think will look good. I mean, a black and white would look good too, I think. Let me just eyeball a black and white real quick before we get too into it. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, forget the color. I'm going black and white. And let's throw in a red filter. and ton of dehaze. Oh, not maybe not that much. Right in there, and a touch of clarity. Ton of sharpness. Turn the noise filter off. You always have your noise filter on, Bob, if I remember correctly. This is something you guys need to watch out for when you're shooting. Generally, if you're in low ISOs, below 1600, I'd say just turn the noise filter off. Yeah, there's a lot of tones here for black and white. Look at the tones here and here. Everywhere. I mean, there's beautiful tones here. I just have to work with them a little bit. Let me get to the, speaking of tones, let's go to the tone curve. And what we'll do is we'll do a little split toning too. Right in there. Be a tad too dark. Okay. Let me just crank up the exposure just about a third of a stop. All right, now I'm gonna crop, and I'm gonna crop right up to this line, maybe right about there. So it looks like a square crop would work. And we're gonna get rid of this corner here. What's that, a wind? Yeah, solar panel or something over there. Need to get that out. Right there. And oh, you like this, Leventa? Yeah, I'm liking this too, myself. Let's see if I can bring a little more definition in the clouds. I don't know. No. What about this way? I hate to do that to the clouds, but let me try it with contrast. Maybe I can do it this way. No, not really. I'm gonna have to fiddle with this tone curve, but I'm gonna do a split tone here in a second. Let me let that render. Where are these tones at? These tones are all the way down in the middle. Let's see if I can do this out without jacking it up too much. Yeah. There we go. All right, now I'm going to split tone it. So let's let me think. Let's do the shadow area is kind of yellowish. Yeah, like right in here. And we'll do this highlights a little bit more blue. A little more yellow. Bring this up back to neutral. Voila. It's a masterpiece. Oh, you went with the square crop too. You know, Bob, you and I think a lot alike though. I notice whenever you make suggestions, I'm like on the same page as you. I think this is where I'll go. So, before and after. I mean, the color is nice, but I think this is much more powerful as a black and white, at least to me. I think this looks good. Really nice shot though. Really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, that's a keeper. Definitely a keeper. Uh, okay, let's go to the next one. Ooh, who's this? The Comet Neowise by Marty McFly. Huh. Okay, an astro shot. Let's look at that. You can actually see the comet. I didn't know it was going to be that powerful this year. I mean, the last comet I remember was like Halley's Comet. The mood changed from summer to winter, exactly. You're right, Plato. Definitely. Uh, okay, what I need to do, I think I'm gonna crop this because this comet is kind of the star of the show. No pun intended, but I need this to be more prominent in the image. So I see a nice triangle right here. I think if I crop right up to here, tonight's the best night, really? I'm like so out of it. Let's keep the original. Is this a 4x3? Let's try and stay 4x3. But I really want that comet to be a little more prominent in the image. Oh, let's look at the EXIF data real quick. What do we got? EM1 Mark III, Olympus 17, F1.8. Really? It feels wider. And 8-second exposure at ISO 1000. Good exposure though. Really good. All right, I think this is the crop I'm gonna go with because now the comet is like right there, right? And let's work with these colors now. I don't like to normally use a tone curve with this, but this is beautiful in here. Let me bring this up. Ah, really? I don't think I can do it with a tone curve. Let's start with that. I don't want to dehaze too much because there's kind of a mist in here, but I want to be able to see the comet clearly. And let me look at the stars. Let's do an unsharp mask and see if I can make these stars a little more contrasty. So let's just start somewhere in here. Let's do 1 pixel. Throw in about 10 on the threshold. Yeah, there we go. Did you see that? It's making the stars a little more crisp. I need a little more threshold. And let's see if we can crank the strength up now. I really want the stars to sparkle. I don't want to bring too much noise in though. Okay, I think that's good. Stars should pop a little better now. Let's go to the color wheel. And this one's a lot of work. You know, astro photos are always a ton of work. Let me see. Let's make the blues a little bit darker. I'm gonna do this kind of in small steps. Come on, render. A little bit darker. And then let's make the saturation on the oranges a lot stronger. So we got nice cinematic colors here, right? Like this blue, teal, and orange. All right, it's just taking forever to render these things, but it's getting there. I think I'm going to silhouette these trees out. So I need to go back to the tone curve a little bit. Let me just go all the way with these. I might have to darken them a little bit. Well, no, let me darken the whole image. I don't know if I should do tone curve or... Nah, the tone curve's jacked up already. You know, the tone curves you always want to be kind of smooth as possible, but I've already got kind of a straight line and then a jacked up curve here. If I mess with it more, it's just going to get really wanky. Let me just try a third of a stop here. That's kind of silhouetting the trees. Where are we on the tone curve? Let me look. These are... I might be able to silhouette it with this. Hold on. Yeah. I was able to silhouette that without losing anything here in the middle. That's good. This is all still right in there. Okay. Anything else I want to do? Let me warm it up a tad. Let's try 5800 or so. I'm trying to make this a little bit less red, but I don't want to mess with the blues too much, but the blues are a little bit too teal. Oh, dang it. Let me try. Let me look here. Let me see what I can do with that yellow. Maybe make the yellow a little more orange. And these a little more red. The foreground shrub, maybe. Maybe a little bit more, but I kind of like... Is it even slower tonight? No, it's just, yeah, it's kind of dragging. I'm still shopping for a new laptop. I mean, I might... But they still don't have exactly what I'm looking for. Because these edits would go a lot faster if I could click and then just see the result, right? I think I'm done here. If I keep messing with it a little bit, I'm gonna jack it up. I really want this tone curve to be a little bit there, and then maybe, I think Flying Fish Photo was saying maybe crop out a little more of the... I kind of like this a little bit here. But what if we take it out completely? The problem is we're gonna have too much grain in the image, but maybe this. And then let me throw a noise filter on. After I just told everybody not to use a noise filter. Um, and my sharpness. Let me see if I can bring the stars out a little more, but I think I'm done. This is about 90% there. Astrophotos you can spend hours on, trust me. Yeah, Chrome is a big resource. I don't have a choice though. Live streaming, I have to use Chrome. And yes, I'm going for a Ryzen 4000. I want the 4800H because it has the higher wattage, but I can't find one with a like an RTX 2070 unless I really go kind of third-party white box type laptops, which I'm not sure I want to do. All right, let's do it before and after here. I really wish I could have silhouetted these trees a little more. But I think I am showing more stars at least up in here. That looks good, I think. I think you can go back to the same spot with like a 45 millimeter and get right in here. If that's even possible. I don't know if the comets would be in the same spot or not, but that's what I would do. Because I've cropped this into almost 45 millimeters anyway. But you lose a lot of the detail and you pick up a lot of the noise like down in here. So I'd have to throw in, I'd have to work with the noise filter a little bit more, but that would do it. Okay, let's move on. But that's going in the right direction, I think. Oh wow, another astro shot. Oh my god. All right, let's see the EXIF here. No EXIF. So I'm guessing 15 or 20-second exposure, manually focused, because these are all blurry. With like maybe another 17 millimeter. I think Surge. Oh, this is Surge. So Surge, this is probably not your 17 millimeter lens, right? But yeah, you missed focus, man. Oh. All right, so let's work with this. We'll have to do an unsharp mask again. Let me just crank this up. We'll probably have to do about 4 pixels. Let me zoom in. Yeah, that's what we want. Let me create a little more. Oh, hey, Rick, how are you? Getting ready for the hospital. Yeah. Yeah, that's good news about Robin, too. But I'm glad you dropped in. It's good to hear from you. Rick is, I think everybody knows, but Rick is going in for some open heart surgery or have a vein clog, artery thing changed out or drilled out, something like that. It's a very common procedure. He'll be fine, but still, it's not fun, right? And thanks for the nice words on my dad's ceremony too, Rick. I appreciate that. All right, let's crush the blacks. See if we can save some of the Milky Way. Maybe not do it that way. The Milky Way's all in here. I didn't want to. Let me try that again. Is this left side, there's some light pollution or something. that's messing with me. I might have to sacrifice a little bit of the Milky Way just to get rid of this corner. All right. Oh heck, Serge, you sent me a JPEG? Come on, man, astrophotography and I'm gonna get a JPEG? You're killing me here. All right. That's partially why I'm struggling with this corner with the tone curve. Let's see now. How are we doing on noise? We're getting killed here. So let's where's my noise filter? Of course, I have no noise filter either with JPEG. What am I gonna do here? Dang it. If you sent me a RAW, I'd at least have some noise filter capability. Because then I could get rid of a lot of this noise, but I got nothing here. Normally it's right here. Alright, so we'll just deal with the noise. Tiny bit of clarity for the stars. And let's get rid of a little bit of the purple and a little bit of the blue. Ooh, dang. That was totally the wrong direction. Just a hair. Why is that turning purple? Nope. All right, we'll leave it there. All right, nature, we'll see you later. Yeah, these Astros, this is killing me. I'm gonna have to do it like with the color wheel. Let's mine saturation, yeah. All right, I think that's all I can do because this is a JPEG. But yeah, if I had a raw image, I could do a lot more. But yeah, it's a little out of focus too. So it's a couple of issues with this to begin with, right? I think in Lightroom this would be a lot easier to do. Workspace is like the worst astrophotography software ever. But really good exposure though, Serge. I think you got everything right. The exposure couldn't be better, but you missed focus. That's the only thing. It looks like you focused on the tree. Oh, you didn't even get the tree in there. But okay. Try again. At least I didn't have to crop it though, right? All right, let's see what we got here. This is a JPEG from Kamalnath. Let's see. Any EXIF data. f1.9. A Redmi Note 8 Pro. So this is a cell phone? Gotta be 5.4 millimeter focal length. AI quad camera. Interesting. Okay, this is actually pretty good as it is. I would just add a little bit of contrast, I think, is all it needs, and a tiny bit warmer on the just a little contrast is all it needs. Maybe a vignette. Let me try that. And maybe let's try pop art 2. Let me see what that does. It's a little strong. I'm gonna have to, I like what it did for the leaves, but I just need to fix the flowers. So let me pull this back here. Not that much, maybe about right there. Let's crank up the yellow saturation. Pull back the red a little bit. Again, it's a JPEG, so we're not that much. Dang, I wish I could do something with this yellow. Okay, let me get rid of that vignette. And I'm just going to crop a little bit too. Yeah, see, Bob, you and I are on the same page. That one flower at the top just didn't work, right? Maybe a little bit here too. I kind of like this one leaf. It kind of leads your eye up to this. Let me bring a little bit of the orange back. And let's brighten up the red. All right, I think that's it. So basically more contrast and a little more pop on the color and a slight crop, but it looks good. Really neat flower, whatever that is. I don't know what this thing is. It's kind of interesting. I did want to warm it up a tiny bit, but then that would make these flowers too red or yellow, so actually maybe just a tiny bit cooler. Yeah, right there. All right. I think that works. Interesting flower. Actually, I think since we have these leaves here, I can crop in right about here. I know, when you look at it, you keep looking at things, you start thinking about stuff. Yeah, I think that's a little better. I mean, I wish the background wasn't so strong, but okay. The brightest flower is a bit too bright, maybe a tiny bit. That's easy enough to kind of back off here. Okay, let's move on. That's kind of the direction I wanted to go. Let's try the next one. Johnny Pentonen. Yeah, soften would be good too, right, Rick? I didn't think it just didn't pass me. There's so many images, I have to work fast. Uh, looks like sisters here. Dang, this would be... Hmm. The sky is... Yeah, the sky is flat. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go super wide here. And a crop like this. I just don't like any of the sky. If I can just get these women to be kind of like, what are they looking at kind of thing. Ugh. This is just a mess back here. Maybe I have to crop all of that out like that. Man, that's a harsh crop, but this is it. And let's go black and white and mess with the tones again. Let me see. Let's go red filter because I want to bring out their skin. Oh, how come their skin's not coming out? Let me try orange. Dang it. All right, we'll stick with red and see if I can bring out the where is... I'm gonna brighten this back up, but I just want to kind of see where the tones are at. There's some good tones in the sidewalk. I wish the tones were better here. Dang it. I might have to crop out this whole... And I hate to keep cropping, but seriously. Every time I crop in a little bit, I see... All right. That's kind of good. I may come back to this. So let's see. These tones are... And these are way down in the dark areas here. I hate to do this. I'm killing the tones in the image, but I want to bring the girls out here. Let me... What is this? Is a JPEG too, so I have to be a little bit easy on some of the settings here. Whew, man. The slight vignette. Get rid of... Get rid of this stupid thing. Why? Why? That should not be that... That should be a perfect blend. Why am I... Go a little bigger maybe. I'm just not getting that. Why is that not blending in better? All right, forget it. Stupid clone tool's not working. All right, let me just split tone it now. Split toning always is kind of nice. So we'll make the shadows more blue and the highlights more yellow. Like that. Let's do opposite. Let's make the shadows yellow and the highlights more blue. There we go. And see if I can raise them a little bit more. And I think this water was mostly blue, right? So I can make the water less bright. I need a little more contrast between the sidewalk and the water here. So just max it out. All right, I think I'm done. Let's do a quick comparison. But yeah, I think if I could brush this one thing out, it'd be almost perfect. But I think that's a lot because all of this is not very interesting, unfortunately. If there was some dramatic sky or something, that would be nice, but I think this works. Maybe add a little grain to it in some other software because I cropped in so much it's grainy, but yeah. Maybe if I turn the sharpening down just a tad. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that looks good to me now. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. This almost looks like this is a fisheye, but kind of almost 360 fisheye. The 9-18, ISO 1000 f5, EM1 Mark II, 1/640th. Wow, your shutter speed's way too fast. You could have shot this at a lower ISO, so the exposure is slightly off. Center weighted average, okay. Maybe the train was moving and that's why I used the shutter speed like that. That would make sense. You wanted to freeze the train. Sometimes it's kind of, this would be a good spot to get like some motion blur too. Man, this is wide. It looks almost distorted, but these lines are straight. That's the thing. The lines on the train are straight, but everything else is all wonky. So I think this station is just weird. Because this is a straight line, this is a straight line, this is straight. This is like an architectural nightmare. I'm dying here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna crop out this pole and this pole. This pole is bugging me. And then I'm gonna get these people. So I think right in here is where I'm gonna go, because the rest of this is interesting, but at the same time it's giving me a headache. I see what the problem is. Okay, this is what I need to do. Let me see if I can fix this first. Makes one dizzy, but it's cool. Yeah. No, being dizzy is not cool, man. I think I need to do that. Yeah, it's a circular bit of freaking nightmare. Oh my god. I have a photo shoot tomorrow too, a real estate job. And I'm gonna be all messed up after this. Um this this is begging to be blackened. I'm like all Mr. Monotone today. But I need to get rid of those poles. Let me try something else. Dang it. Let's see how that looks. Slightly off. Who sent this? Joni, you're killing me. I really want this to be about here. I don't want this pole in it. All right. Let's go with a green filter. There's just not enough tones to do anything here. I need some harsh blacks, and then this I want to be... these are dark. How about here? I'm looking at the blue dot over here, just for those who are wondering, if you haven't been on a live before. So it kind of gives me an idea of where I need to pull back up for the areas I want. That's kind of there. I'm kind of losing some of the tones though. All right. Let me look at the color again. I want to see one other thing. Let me see what colors are here again. If I remember, oh, these yellows. All right. Yeah, this will work. We'll do a partial color too. And let's try one. It's a little bit too much. All right, good. And let me look at 2 again. Nah, that's too funky. Let's go back to 1. And then I'll just desaturate a tiny bit. All right, good. Oh man, this crop is not quite right. I might have to come in this side a little bit then. And then rotate it. I wish I could bring this down. This is just too strong up here. You guys like the curves? Let me look at the crop again. I just don't see it. I mean, to keep the curves, I'd have to get these poles back in, and these poles are crooked. You know what I mean? Whoops. Alright, if you guys want curves, we'll do a Dutch. How's that? Happy mistake. Let's try that. Kind of liking the Dutch. Let me pull this down. I think this might work for me, actually. Just some kind of weirdo crop. Come on, tilt over. Wait. Yeah. Let's see. That's weird. But this is a weird picture, so this is where I'm going. Let's see how that looks side by side. I mean, I see what you guys are saying about the curves, but they're just not symmetrical either. Maybe the train is not the frickin' subject anyway. What about this dude in here? Let me look at that. I mean, I like this actually. What do you guys think? You think this sucks, or is this angle just stupid? But that gets these curves back into the, I was trying to get this corner and this corner right, but I just couldn't make it quite right without chop. Let's see, maybe that looks about right. Yeah, like a roller coaster, right? Not too keen on the Dutch either, right? I got mixed feelings about it. Let me reset it back to 0. I just feel like this is too plain, just going straight. Lost the train of thought, have we? That's funny. The only other thing I saw in this image actually was up here. Just forgetting the trains altogether. You know, something like this. Oh, let's fix the Dutch angle. It needs to render a little bit, but I was thinking something up here. That's not working either, so we'll just stick to the original. Yeah, let's move on. But where I had it before with the Dutch angle, that would have been my final edit. Okay, nice. God, this sky though is gone again. I mean, this is really nice, but the sky is... Wow, the The sky is totally gone. So I'm just gonna get rid of this house and just do a square crop right in here. But this is really a beautiful shot, but the sky is just maybe not a square. Let's I don't know if that's enough. Let me look at that. That looks like crap. Let's get rid of all the sky. I really need more of a vertical image for a shot like this, because we're not getting any depth here. Maybe go back to my original square. Let's see. Man, this is not a comfortable chair. It's just a rock. This needs a cushion. This has the depth that I want, but this corner and this corner doesn't look right. So let's try a 4x3. Wish I had more grass down here. Since I don't, we'll just get rid of it. Let's see. Okay. I think I'll go with this crop. I don't think the house is that interesting, Flying Fish. Honestly, over here, it's just not enough of it. I think I'm gonna stick to this side. I just wish I had a little more grass leading up to the chair. I mean, I'd like to get, God, I just need more grass on the bottom. But we're not gonna get it. I think this is good right here. All right, let's dehaze. All right, Rick, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping in. Ooh, this is a JPEG, so I gotta go easy on some of the adjustments. Okay. A little more saturation, a little more warmth. Yeah. I like how that's warming up on her hair. Let me go one more tick. And let's do a little bit of a clarity and a curve and sharpness and all my usual stuff. I'm gonna pull this back. Where are we at? That's good, that's good. Oh man, this is all really dark, but I think this is what I want to do. And then a little more warmth. Really want to bring this hair out. So maybe I can do that with the color. Let's do a little brightness on the reds and the yellow oranges. And the greens. Maybe pull back slightly. Okay. see, just a touch of vignette. And the soft focus, pull this back. Okay, good. And pull this in a little more. There. Ooh, that didn't do what I wanted. Maybe. Lauren is always with the sepia, Lauren. I'm not doing sepia on this. I think I pulled the greens back too much. Where's my saturation? Let me put the greens back in. Okay, I think I'm done. The only other thing I might, let me just see what a white edge looks like. I like white edge sometimes. I think that'll work. I turn this off. Because since this is all white up here, a white edge wouldn't be bad. And then I can crop out a little bit more. Maybe this way. All right. All right, I'm done. So that's the before and after. I think that looks good. I mean, the white edge is, I'm kind of 50-50 on, but I think that looks a lot better. Let's look at this by itself. Yeah, I like it. I mean, the main thing was just bringing out this rim lighting on her hair. And then everything else just didn't matter, really. Okay. God, thank you, Randy. That's so generous of you. But yeah, the sky at Flying Fish photo, that's why I went with this white edge effect, because the sky was all white. So I just thought I'd make all the edges white so it has less effect. I haven't seen your shot, Levante, yet of a moon. Let me see. Oh, this one. Yeah, it's in here. It's coming up. It's right there. It's like a little half moon. All right, God, thank you, Randy. You're very generous. Let's see what we have here. Ah, missed focus again. We got focus of the sidewalk right here. All right, so we're gonna do a soft focus again. All right, I'll do yours next, right after this one. We have to go soft focus. Let me throw this in because it's already kind of soft focus. And let's do a pinhole effect. Let's increase this a tiny bit. And I want to bring some more colors back, so I don't know, should I do it? Oh, I can't do it this way, so I gotta do it the long way. Ooh, you know, that color's not working. Let's do black and white. Every picture today, I feel like monotone is what works. And then let's bring some tones back in with the haze and a tiny bit of clarity. Oh, thanks, Levente. I appreciate that. Ooh, that's too much. What I need to do is work with the tone curve a little bit instead. Then where's their hair? Man, their hair is right in there with the other stuff. I hate that I killed the dress, but I send him to sleep. You guys are mean. All right. Is this a JPEG? Oh, it's a JPEG, so I'm not going to be able to save too much of the highlights here. But sometimes if I bring the exposure down and then raise the shadows, I can save the highlights that way. That's just how kind of oh, I like this negative space that's happening. Let me try a couple of filters and see. No, that's not working. And I like the Dutch angle too, so I don't need to straighten this. But let me get a little more negative space in. And then raise it back up in here. Like so. If I had the raw image, I'd be able to recover some of these highlights a little better, but we'll just have to. I'm trying to, maybe, I don't think I can do it without making the contrast a little bit too flat. And just add a little more vignette. Let me see. In addition to the pinhole, there we go. That's working. Oh, that's a little bit too much. All right. I'd like to just see. I can bring. All right, I think I'm done there. So let's do it before and after. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could have saved some of the tones here in the dress over here, but you know, a yellow filter might bring her hair out a little more. Let me try that real quick. Maybe I can do it with this. Yellow and orange. Oh, this is your picture, Agnes? Oh yeah, well your name is right there. All right, I think this is what I'm gonna do. Final answer. Just make this all negative space up here and focus the light just coming in right here. I think that looks pretty good. And since you missed focus, I had to go with a soft focus, but I think it would have worked even if you did nail focus on the girls here. But that looks good, I think. All right, let's let's do this moonshot real quick for Levante. All right. Let me just look at this screen. Man, you really got focus on this. That's awesome. I think if I just crop it right here, we're done. Almost literally. So I'm gonna crop out a lot of this because I want to get that I want to be able to see the craters on the moon. So yeah, square crop makes sense, Bob. And we got to go really tight, like right in here. And then we still can't see. That's still not tight enough. I mean, if there was more like landscape or something for the moon to be kind of accenting the rest of the scene, that would work, but there's nothing else in the scene, so the moon has to be the subject. Oh yeah, I didn't crop that last image, right? um all right, let's work with the tone curve. Okay, back off, we're getting there. It's a little bit too heavy, but right about there. Too low. And see if I can dehaze. Yeah, either more clouds around the moon but the moon is so thin. It's just not enough moon to do anything really, but let's see. I'm thinking, what did I do to mess this up down here? Why is this so grainy? What is this? Let me turn the sharpness back off. And then these tones here, these are kind of reddish. And then we have blues up here. So let's do this filter. And we want the highlights to be more yellow. So we'll do kind of an opposite this way and then this way. All right. Let's see. I wish, God, how did I bring that? What did I do to bring noise? And what's this ISO? I don't understand. ISO 200, 1/5 of a second, 40 to 150. Where did I mess this up? Did I do it here? Oh, it's because of this. Let me do this and then just do a darken. I mean exposure comp. Maybe about a third. All right, that's basically it. There's just not enough in the image. There's not enough moon, not enough clouds, there's no landscape. When the moon is that thin, I would use it as an accent to a landscape. Or you need more moon and more clouds to work together. But just what's here is just not enough. But let's look at before and after. But on the good side, the exposure is almost perfect. But if you wait a little bit later at night, if it gets a little darker and you can get some stars in here, and then come back in a few days when there's a little bit more moon, it's not so thin, you would have an awesome shot. Or like I said, back it off and get some clouds. But yeah, the M10 is fine, and at 40 to 150, I mean, I think you did an excellent job with that camera and that lens. I mean, it's really, really good. It's just that your timing was a little bit off. You should have waited a little bit later so that a few stars peek through, unless there's a lot of light pollution, maybe that you couldn't. And then try and include some landscape. But okay, yeah, but really good job on the exposure side, and everything else is really good. You must have been on a tripod. It'd be hard to handhold 1/5 of a second. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's see. Wow, Samir, this is one of like those overlooks. Yeah, you're on a tripod, right? Yeah, I kind of figured. I'm just trying to get a feel for what we can do here. I like this blue truck. That's the crop right there. Because I don't like anything over here. It's all just, I mean, the clouds are kind of interesting, but I like this blue truck. So I'm gonna do two quick edits on this. I'm gonna crop in on this truck because I like that. We'll do a 16 by 9, not that way. Where is it? This one. And come all the way in and just get this. I need to adjust it slightly. Like this, and then, man, this is sharp. Let's look at the EXIF. My God, this must be a pro lens. 12 to 40 f2.8, yeah, on the EM1 Mark II. This lens always amazes me. Look how sharp that is and how far away everything is. That's really amazing. But I always add sharpness, right? And they had the noise filter off. Man, they did everything right here. It's just, they should have zoomed in right here with like a 300 f4 or something. Let's see. And I bet a diorama would do it. So let me right here. Voila. Give that a second to render. This has turned into a killer black and white image. Which one are you talking about, Dave? I like this one I did of the two ballet girls there. Why is it blurry on the right? That's not the one I want. Oh, I think I know why. I'm gonna try 2, but I don't think it's gonna help. Dang it. I think what happened is, yeah, that's not helping. So let me do instant film. The diorama sometimes is tied to the focus point. So, ooh, the heck is it doing there? Not sure I like that. Since the diorama didn't work, I'm gonna go back to my original crop. All right, there we go. So it needs to render. It's actually a lot sharper than that, but um, this is the part of the image I like. I just don't know why the rendering's not sharp, because it was a lot sharper before. Just my computer is butt slow today. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Right there. This is really interesting, everything here. This waves in the water here. Yeah, the haze is kind of a deal breaker, right? That can be dehazed somewhat. I mean, if I go back and work with it this way, and then warm it up a little bit. Not that, where is it? Here. Warm it up a little more. Well, not that much. Right about there. And I would crop maybe here. Hmm. Um, yeah, this image is just too much. There's just too much scenery and there's not enough subject, if that makes any sense. I really like just this part down here, the original crop that I did. So that's what I'm going with. My original image that was down here. Yeah, it's really sharp, right? That 12 to 40 Pro, man, sometimes on a good day, man, you can get some really amazing images. Okay, this can go a couple of different ways. Okay, Agnes, we'll see you later. Man, is this 6:30 already? Oh crap, it is getting late. But I'm moving along faster today than before. So this just needs to be cleared up with some dehaze. Where is that? Right here. Let's just go all the way there. Come on. Render, render, render. When I get a new computer, this will go a lot faster, I hope. I hope. Because part of the problem is my computer is just really slow rendering. I'm just in a monochrome mood today. I don't know why. And Ironically, a green filter on green grass, so it brightens it up. And then let me reset my tone curve now. I'll pull up, and then I'll just pull in a little bit here. And just actually, I feel like right here is the image. See if I can pull this up a little bit. Contrast a little bit strong here. Maybe. I couldn't get any closer to make the worker in the field more prominent. Yeah, I get that. I'm just not getting the tones in the grass right. What am I doing wrong here? Let me turn off the green filter, maybe. Maybe that's what's jacking it up. Oh, you like that, Dave? Yeah, me too. I like this crop. What's going on with this down here? Oh, I guess that's all right. Let me reset my thing here again. I'm gonna go right there. All right. Let me add some vignette. And I think I'm done. It's just larger. I'm not sure. You know, the 12 to 40 is, if you get the M1 Mark II, then the 12 to 40 makes a lot more sense. It is a little bulky on the M5 Mark III. I mean, it really shouldn't matter because you always hold the camera by the lens, but anyway, okay, let me finish this edit. I think I'm good here. So there's a before and after. The shadows look a little harsh on this monitor over here, but on this monitor it looks really good. But I like this crop a lot better. The other crop, I could probably do something with that, but I like this. I like how small she looks next to this tree. So, like in a larger print, I think this would look fine. You know, if like this was like a full screen. Why is my live stream cut off over here? Let me check something. Form. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Let's move on. Oh, that's one I just did. Oh, this is the viewer edit. No, it's not. Wait. Yeah, these two will come back to. Let me put these in. Let me put those in there. That's a viewer edit. Okay. Okay, we gotta straighten this, but this is nice too. What is this? This is a EM1 Mark 1 40 to 150 f4, so the kit lens. ISO 200 f5.5 1/2000th of a second, and at 138 millimeters. Let me straighten this first. That's what I got to do that first. Then I can think straight. Cause this is off, man. I was off by 2 degrees at least. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. And the tones are good here, but they're a little bit. Let me add a ton of dehaze and see what happens. I'm feeling monochrome again. Oh wait, I like this blue in this rock. I think the composition is okay. But it just feels kind of. Oh, this dude is playing a cello or something. What is that? Oh, well, that changes the whole story here. Huh. I gotta readjust my crop. Maybe. Let me see if that. I don't think we need any of this now. I really want this dude. I mean, I like the reds and the blues in the landscape, but this is the whole thing right here. Ah, let me see. All right, let me try and bring out these blues and reds now, or monotone. I'm not sure. Oh, my computer's freezing up. Hold on. Come on, there we go. Almost there. It's rendering, that's why. All right, let me see if I can. I'm debating if I should do oh, come on. This thing is still frozen. Hold on. Um I don't think I can I don't have saturation of individual colors. So let me do it this way. I wish I could do this and let me reset. Crap. I think this auto gradation was the right way to go. Okay. Oh, the noise filter was set to standard. Oh, rookie mistake. Just kidding. Let's see. I think we're good now. I think that's the image I would go with. I wish I could saturate the blues a little more. But where did my picture go? Ah, my webcam died. I'll just use the stupid computer webcam. All right. Not that you guys can see me, 'cause it's not angled right. All right. So before and after. So yeah, I think the story's right here with this guy playing a cello, basically. And that's it. All the rest of this doesn't matter anymore. At least not to me. Okay. For me, the reason I want higher megapixel sensor on Olympus up so they can survive Rob's angry chop. That's funny. All right, last one, then we'll get to the viewer edits here because you guys did a lot of work on my stuff. Okay, who's this? Randy? This looks like a Randy shot. Is this yours, Randy? I don't know, maybe not. All right, because I can't tell by the names here. It's your E5 with the 12 to 60. I knew this was your shot because it looks like the same desert you live in or got shots of before. Yeah, Olympus 12 to 60, f2.8 to f4 on an E5. My God. But you know, I really like the colors out of the old E series. You're not typical, Randy. It's just I feel like I get a feel for people's shots when I see them now. If you guys submit like every week, I start to get a feel for, oh, I know who this is, you know, which is a good thing, right? You have your own style that someone else can recognize. I think, man, you're sending me hard ones on purpose, right? Yeah, another bland sky. At least he sent me in a raw file. So let's turn off the noise filter. I don't know if there's any save in that sky. Let me see. If I darken it, let me see what's up there. Nothing. Just a couple of clouds left. So, and then, yeah, I know you're going for the colors, but Wow, black and white ain't gonna cut it. Let's, we're gonna go for color. Let's go full on like that and raise the exposure back. What's our gradation at? Are we on low key or something? We're on auto. And oh, that pop art is just a bit too strong. Let me pull it back. And let me see, what kind of crop would work with this? I mean, I actually like these two rocks. At first I was thinking dump these rocks, but I'm actually kind of liking these rocks. Maybe it's because the sky is so bad. Let's see. Oops, oops. Why did it do that? That's not 16 by 9. All right, there we go. Get rid of that ugly pop art filter. And just manually. Yeah. Oh, what's Lauren? He knows what I'm doing, right? Clarity, dehaze, crop. The sky is negative space here. There's negative space and then there's just bland sky, you know? Like negative space should be like a wall or something, but not sky. Gosh, we really need some color though. I feel like maybe white balance. Something like that. What is this thing? Is this another rock or looks like trash maybe, but it might be a rock. Oof. This kind of works. I wish the sky was a little better. Affinity, affinity. Does that even work on a PC? Isn't that a Windows thing? Let me see if I just get rid of, no. I think this is it, Randy. I don't see what else I can do. If I could, I mean, I like certain elements here. I just hate to crop in like a ton on an image that's only like 5 megapixels. Let me see. Man, this is a tough one. Compositionally, it's very tough. I like this little patch, but there's not enough dead space. Like what do we call it again? Negative space. And sky to me is not negative space when it's just white sky. I don't think I can do much else with this. The only other thing is maybe if I can work with these tones a little bit. Where's my no, I cannot do any of that. So this is a total failure on my part, Randy, because there's an image here. I'm just not seeing it. Other than just going full on dramatic. Let me see how that looks. It's a total fail, Randy. I just can't. There's something here, but I can't find it. The black and white did not work. All right. Sorry, Randy. I can't get anything out of this. But we'll do a before and after. I just didn't think the sky counts as negative space. I mean, I kind of like these trees and bushes in here. They're really interesting, but I just couldn't find any crop that I could get anything good in here either. I kind of like this one little space right here. This little rock behind the trees. Like a crop, something like this. But okay, let's go on to the viewer edits, because you guys worked really hard on those. There were some awesome ones in here. So this is the original image here, right? And so this is the one I asked you guys to try to edit. So let's look at what some of the work you guys did on this one. Where's the first one? Here's one. So this was really good. I mean, it just sort of you know, cropped out like the trash can over here and really softened it up. But the only problem I have with this image is it feels, instead of feeling cold in winter, it almost feels warm, right? But other than that, I think you cut out the elements that don't matter, like this thing over here, which is good. But it just feels too warm, like, you know, to me. I feel like it should be a winter shot. And then this one here, you have any white walls in your home and oh, the ceiling? No. This one I like because they really separated the, you know, they sort of did a fake me out blur over here. The only challenge is it didn't carry over here smoothly, right? Because this is an artificial blur. So it just doesn't look natural, but I like where this was going. So this is like an image that's not quite finished yet. But I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. I thought this really just gave the let's get rid of the split screen. I like this part right here. I like the color processing, like this, like black and white sepia. This is really, who did this? This one is really good. It just needs more work. Joni Pethonen. It just needs a little, it's not quite done yet, but yeah, that looks really good. And let's see, this one here. This one is good too. It looks like just basically a black and white conversion though, and some cropping. Nice square crop. Oh, Jonas, you did that. Yeah. Was that your edit earlier? If it was only sepia. Well, there's a couple of sepias in here. There's one. Almost the same. Almost the same, but they cropped out this other building entirely. But sepia almost works for me in this, with the exception of this coffee shop. It you know, whenever I see sepia, I just think really old. And when I see a coffee shop, I don't feel like that's old. This one's another sepia, but just more contrast. So I like this a little better. And the sepia in this is not as bad as, like this one here, I didn't think the sepia worked too well. But this one I think it does. I don't know, it's just more contrasty, but I think it works a little better here. And yeah, this is one I really liked a lot. When I saw it last week, I was like, wow, this is really good. I like I don't know if it's a split tone, it looks like it's just a blue tint to everything. But I like how the bricks are like really, really good contrast. Or the tones are split between the bricks, and the shadow here is really good under their feet. And then this sign here is not overbearing. So I think this is one of my favorite edits of all the ones that came in. And let's see, what's this one? Yeah, this is another good edit. Just a basic crop though, with not sure, there's a little bit more processing too, but just a basic crop. It's just not enough room on the left side for me, right? Just too much over here, so you almost feel like this is the subject and these people are just kind of, it just needs more space on the left, which is a tough decision, right? Because if you look at the next one here, this is not really that interesting over here. This is an interesting edit too. I like this. This was yours here, Ian? Yeah, this needs more space over here, I think. No, I like this I like this edit. But you made this line over here the straight line instead of one in the center, so now it's kind of Dutch. So I feel like yeah, the processing I like. It's just the cropping part, or the angling, the leveling that you did, I'm not a big fan of. But I like the processing. It's very I don't know how to put it, but it's good processing. Yeah, the glow. It's a little bit of a glow, right? Hold on a second. Let me tilt this down a little so you can see me. Let's go to the next one. Okay. This is more of a vertical crop. And then you kind of muted all the colors, or I'm not sure exactly. Let me see. One, two. What am I missing here? Wow, look at this. They framed it, add a little shadow and everything. And it's a partial color. I like this. We need to, but you know me, I'm always about the lines, right? I just don't like these crooked lines that got left in. I like this. I'm a little bit mixed on this color here though. But yeah, that's a nice edit. I'm a little bit mixed feelings on this part. I like it, then I don't like it. It's kind of, I'm kind of fitting. I'm kind of going back and forth on that. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see what's next. Okay, yeah, we saw this one. This one is okay. It's okay. Just I think the cropping is good, but the processing is just a little flat for me. I like punchy images. And again, the left side is too tight. Same thing. Everybody's chopping off on the left too tight. Um, this is yours, Bob. Yeah, you did the same thing. And but see, you got the good thing going about these last couple of images is it feels cold outside and warm inside the coffee shop. So that's what I like about these images. I kind of like that sort of tone to it where it feels cold outside and warm inside. Okay. Ooh, no, I don't think this works. It didn't. This partial color didn't work too well because it's kind of bleeding in different places, like not here, but here. Look at it. Hmm. It kind of works, but it needs to be. If it wasn't so choppy on the color selection, I think you should have went partial color, but a little bit different level, so it picked up more of the surrounding colors. But otherwise, that would have worked. Let's see. This one, okay. This one's a little darker. And we still got that cold outside, warm inside feeling, which I like. So, yeah. It's just, everybody keeps missing this corner here and these lines. Nobody straightens things. Why? I mean, you do whatever you want, but you know, as an architectural kind of guy, I like straight lines, and it drives me nuts when the lines are crooked. But I like the feeling from this one. It's dark and cold, and then very warm inside. So I like that. Oh, Bob, you straightened yours? Let me look again. You did, kind of. This is still crooked though. Oh, well, that's not yours. Where are you? Here. Yeah, you did straighten this, but then this side is not. See? This line is crooked. Anyway, let's see. This one we did. All right. Let's go to this week's image. I think out of all of those though, I think this one is one of my favorites. And then that one where it was kind of this one. I like this kind of soft look. I would have just cropped it a little differently. All right, so this week's image I sent out. This is the image I gave you guys to edit. So, you know, I took this one up 2 years ago when I went out to the Great Smoky Mountains, and I really liked this gas station, and I like this image because there's so many things here to look at, right? So I figured, you know, this is not a great shot, but there's got to be something here. But and most of us took the low-hanging fruit, but there was one shot that I really liked here a lot. So let's go ahead and look at these. So this is from Neo Blue Pill, and I did something like this myself. And I like the cropping. The cropping is good, and yeah, this is a perfect like Instagram picture. Just square it off a little bit. And this is an awesome job of color though, because none of the highlights are blown or anything. This is really good. And then let's see. This one is from Pro Race. um Sorry, I was okay, so This one here, this has got some interesting processing too. I mean, it's a little soft, but I think the original image was a little bit soft. Not because of focus, but because of like glare. I was getting some kind of flaring or glaring over this side of the image, so it was just kind of built in. But I like this. I like this edit. This is a nice, clean edit. Nice representation of what was there. And you know, just like the other images, everybody cropped out the gas station itself and focused on the car. But yeah, this has kind of a classic look, right, Dave? All right, Plato, we'll see you later. Let's see. Now this one here, this is a good black and white. Nice and contrasty. I just wish the tones in the ground were a little better. Because this ground is a mess, right? This gravel. And it looks like there's a little bit of blurring going, or some grain. Yeah. Some grain to the shot. So yeah, this is a good edit. And let's see. I know there's more. Here's one. Surge. Wow. This is awesome. I like this very old photo look. A little bit darker, but I like everything about it. I like this. A good crop too. A little bit too much space on this side, I think. But it's a good crop. It really feels like an old photo here, right? Yeah, definitely mission accomplished. It looks like an old photo. What's this? Bob again. Or not again. It's Bob's image. So Bob went 16:7 or something and kept everything in. And yeah, the lines are straight. Good job. Wow. Okay. I like this. I like this wide shot. The thing that bugged me about the wide shot though, because you know, I tried everything too, right? Is this mailbox. If this mailbox wasn't here, I would have probably went with a wide shot like this, but that's the reason I didn't. I'll show you guys mine in a minute. Oh, I didn't show you my edit of the two people either, did I? I got to do that too. Levante. I don't know if you're still here. Okay. This is okay. A little bit. Let me make sure it rendered. This is okay. It looks like you just added a little contrast though. Let me look at the original image. Yeah, so you didn't crop or do anything. You just added a little bit of contrast. So you need to do a little more though. Levante. I'm sorry, I keep pronouncing it wrong. I say Levante is Levante, right? Or yeah, Levante. Yeah. I think you did a good job on the contrast, but you didn't do much else that I can see. Okay, so yeah, keep working on that one if you want. Let's see, where are we? That was Bob, Levante. Who's this? This is Ian. I think that's Flying Fish, right? Wow, you went super contrast on this. Wow. That makes sense, kind of, because there's so many colors here. Like, this would work. Like, I think by itself it doesn't work, but if it was part of a series of images that look like this, it would work really well. But it's yeah, this is not bad. It's just a little bit. 'Cause now we can see the grass growing in the gravel. This is the problem I'm having. A little bit too much green here. But okay, nice, nice though. Good edit overall. Really strong on the colors. Is that all of them? All right, let me show you. There was one in here, this one. And this one I really liked. Honestly, I mean, this was one of my favorites because I was trying to find a way to crop this area of the image myself. And I couldn't make anything work, but the way this sign in here is here, you got this to work. And then you went grainy, and because you have to bring up the shadows so much in here, there's some grain, so you just decided to go full on, grainy color picture, which I like. This is my favorite one out of all the edits. Who did this one? Old postcard. Jonas, yeah, good job. I'm really impressed with this one. This is my favorite one. Because the original image, right? This one. I was looking here, but I just could not find anything to make that work. Because this is the low-hanging fruit, right? Over here. Everybody went for this, and I eventually ended up going with this myself because I couldn't find anything here, but you really nailed that one. Where's mine? Where's my edit? Oh, this is my edit of the couple. I didn't show you guys my edit of the couple. I decided to go muted colors, and then I clicked the starburst filter, and I wanted to go. I was thinking, I was gonna go black and white, sort of like that blue tinted black and white we saw earlier, but I decided to go color. And the only problem with this color image is this sign is just blaring out, drawing your eye away from the subject. So this is the one thing, but I didn't want to take the red out because I like the red in here and stuff, and the red in the brick would have all disappeared with this sign. So this is where black and white would make more sense, or cropping this out. That's probably why a lot of people cropped out over here, right? Is because of this frickin' omega sign or hair sign, or that girl, like that girl. It looks like that girl from the 60s. This thing over here, right? But anyway, this is my edit. Okay. Yeah, clone it out, right? And then where's my edit? Here's my edit of the car. So I did kind of the muted color look to it. It's okay. It's okay, and I didn't do a great job on straightening the lines because everything is crooked in this picture. These poles are crooked, this thing is crooked, the car is like sitting on a hill. It's really stressing me. But I cropped out all the mailboxes because they were all crooked. I kind of went with this muted look because I was thinking full on rich color, and when I tried the partial color like someone else tried, it didn't quite work for me. So I decided to go muted color. So that's it. So awesome edits, guys, of my images though. I think everyone did a great job on those, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. I guess you are, because everybody's sending them back. But I'll post another one up for, what is today? Today's Thursday, so for Sunday I'll post something up tomorrow or Saturday for you guys to download, and then you can start uploading your images again. And maybe by then I'll have a new computer. I'm still shopping. So, but thanks everyone for submitting all your images. It's always a lot of fun editing. I had a little harder time today, apparently, especially with yours, Randy. My goodness, and thank you so much for your support, Randy. I appreciate that. I'm looking at the wrong camera. You guys are up here. I feel like those guys on the news were like, what camera are you supposed to be looking at? But all right, thanks again for editing my images and sending yours in. We'll see you guys again on Sunday. Oh, there it is.